2013 Ford C-Max. We're going to be doing the expansion valve today. There's a bolt here to take off the air box, and then there's also going to be a hose here, and then you have these four little inserts that go on the air box here. Assuming you already have the AC discharged or serviced, or it all leaked out. This is going to be your what is this? This is your high side port, and then this is your low side port back here. In order to even access that, you have to take off that little intake air box cover there. So if you can see here, our expansion valve has a bunch of wet and dye coming out of it. You can see some of the dye there. So we're going to be just taking that off, replacing the valve. And you can also see here, we're going to be replacing the schrader valves because there's also dye coming out of this port as well. This is pretty common stuff. Makes sense why it's leaking and why it's having AC issues or why it's not blowing cold. So really, really common to see this. So we'll start with doing that. All right, so it's gonna be a 13 millimeter. Take this nut off of here. Pretty simple stuff. There we go. Here, I'll get a little tuggies. Perfect. Once we have it separated like this, it's gonna sit just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the stud off. Let me grab the right bit for that. All right, so we have an E7 here. This is what's gonna be needed to take off this stud. Go ahead and put this guy on there. So there's also gaskets here and here. You can get like a little pick or pry tool to pull them off. I already pulled them off and I'm ordering them now. They're still waiting from the shop so they can get here. But while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and just take the expansion valve off with those that hex that. All right, hopefully we can see this here, but there's two O-rings that came off when I had the expansion valve off. Now we're just gonna go ahead, pop them O-rings off, replace it with the new O-rings. Here is the expansion valve. Here's the part number for it. And here's what it looks like. I'm not gonna replace this plate. I don't need to at all. We'll just put the O-rings in, and then we'll lubricate it a little bit with some dye that we can just, grab a little fingerful, just put on the outsides of it, put the O-ring in there, make sure it slides in pretty easy, and we'll go ahead and just pop this thing back on. I think since I pulled this hose all the way out, I don't need to put the stud back on. I don't need to, take the stud out and put the new one back in, but we'll see right now. But yeah, once this guy goes on, I'm waiting for these O-rings to come in here. Once those O-rings come in, then we can put everything back together. It'll be pretty simple as that. Let's go ahead and snag up a little bit of love here, right there. Snag a little bit of love here. put this baby back. Mink. All right, so you got to get these tight. You don't have to, use a crescent wrench or vice grips on it. You just can do it pretty finger tight here, maybe more than enough. Just get it pretty good on there. Do this one now. Yeah, and the reason why we're replacing this expansion valve is you have dye going through the O-rings, it looks like, because it's also leaking out on the corners. You can kind of see how wet it is over there on the corners. That's often a sign of just the seals failing. And if dye's coming out, then Freon definitely would be coming out as well. So, once we get these, I'm gonna get these seals coming in right now. Once they come back on, you can just go ahead and pop them on. And then we can go ahead and get this hose back on there, tighten it back up, and then that'll pretty much be it. Everything's good to go. You can put your intake back on here. Don't forget, I left this hose out in the beginning, but you go ahead and just bring this hose back on, and that's it. So, all right, peace.